Baz Luhrmann's Elvis is the latest musician biopic to hit theaters, but it's hardly the first film to tell the King's life story. If you're looking for movies about Elvis Presley, you have no shortage of options at your disposal. Elvis' life has been depicted in several made-for-television films, biopics, and documentaries. He also had a lengthy film career of his own, starring in musical comedies such as Blue Hawaii, Jailhouse Rock, GI Blues, and Love Me Tender among others. Most biopics have dealt with Elvis' shifting public persona throughout the later stages of his career. Elvis' backlash began to emerge in the 1960s, and there was a short period where interest in his music declined. His Hollywood work may have been profitable, but Elvis was rarely praised for his acting abilities. This all changed in 1968. After a 7-year absence, Elvis returned to live performances and launched a major tour. His comeback was solidified with his performance at the Summer Festival in Las Vegas in 1970. The show created the Vegas Elvis identity that the singer would retain until his death in 1977. Collider video of the day. This later stage in Elvis' career is essential to understanding the life of one of America's greatest popular culture icons. While many biopics and documentaries have incorporated this period into their narratives, few are solely dedicated to the last decade of Elvis' career. However, you don't need a second-hand account to see how the second wave of Elvis fever was born. 1970's Elvis, That's the Way It Is isn't just one of the greatest concert movies of all time, it showed Elvis at his most vulnerable. That's the Way It Is explores the origins of the Vegas show and features extensive footage of Elvis preparing for the big night. Although Elvis had appeared in films since 1956, That's the Way It Is marked his first non-acting role. The only performance that Elvis is putting on is a demeanor of confidence. Elvis playfully jokes with his band and production crew as they put together the blueprint for the show. While he's just as charismatic as ever, Elvis clearly understands how consequential the concert will be. If the Vegas show had been a failure, it likely would have signified the end of Elvis' career. That's the Way It Is showed how Elvis crafted his image. The Vegas show was specifically crafted to honor Elvis' roots but appreciate his later work. You can't have an Elvis setlist that doesn't include classics like Hound Dog or All Shook Up, but the King had to prove that he was still relevant. The show includes a variety of old hits, cover songs, and new projects. It's fascinating to see Elvis contemplating how his music has changed and evolved over the years. That's the Way It is also a fascinating look at the early days of the concert movie genre. The subgenre of music documentaries became very popular in the 1970s thanks to the success of Pink Floyd, Live at Pompeii, The Last Waltz, Gimme Shelter, and Woodstock. Elvis and his producing partner Tom Parker discussed the type of coverage that would best fit the show, and how Elvis will come across on the big screen. Film technology had advanced rapidly since Elvis' early black and white music videos in the 1950s. Would Elvis be comfortable with any missteps being broadcasted to cinemagoers worldwide? The early footage is packed with fun moments, including a goofy rendition of Crying Time that Elvis uses to make his backup vocalists laugh. Elvis even takes the time to incorporate recent hits, including a performance of Simon and Garfunkel's Bridge Over Troubled Water, which had debuted only a few months earlier. While the preparation is interesting, the majority of That's the Way It Is consists of the show itself. Music documentaries work the best when they capture history in the making. Under the bright lights of the Westgate Las Vegas International Hotel, Elvis gives the performance of a lifetime. Even if you discount Elvis' natural magnetism, it's Dennis Sanders' direction that really elevates the film. Sanders takes the time to show the older crowd. It's different from the youthful audience of Elvis' early shows, but the older Vegas viewers are just as mesmerized. Sanders wasn't a traditional concert movie filmmaker. Prior to That's the Way It Is, he won 2 Academy Awards for the short films Czechoslovakia 1968 and A Time Out of War. Sanders narrows in on individual instrumentalists, taking the time to show their craft. There is even an element of cinéma vérité in the rehearsal footage that make the bold wide shots in the concert even more stunning. On a craftsmanship level alone, That's the Way It Is a masterwork. Elvis' heartfelt rendition of Can't Help Falling in Love You would be enough to solidify the film as an all-timer. However, it's the show's cultural legacy that makes the film so essential to having a complete picture of Elvis' career trajectory. Have you ever wondered why there are still Elvis impersonators in Las Vegas to this day? That's the Way It Is where it all began.